Chapter 12. The Revolution of Rising Expectations. No more deadly mythology has ever plagued mankind than the mythology of science. According to the Bible, with God, all things are possible, but God does not choose to do all things for men. Men must face problems, moral choices, responsibilities, griefs, and disasters, and men must grow in terms of these things. The Bible makes abundantly clear God's miraculous power, but it makes equally clear the fact that man's first problem is his apostasy, his moral rebellion against God. Man needs salvation by God, growth in grace, and maturity as a precondition to prosperity under God. This world at its best involves work, and work under God's grace is blessed rather than cursed. But according to the mythology of science, science can and will do all things. Not only are all things possible with science, but they are also planned for delivery. Sickness, disease, and death shall be abolished. Poverty, crime, and war shall be eliminated. Not only man, but also his world and weather shall be controlled. Life will be created, new organs, arms, and legs grown. The universe will be explored and populated, and when the sun dies, a new sun shall be created and set in the heavens by our new gods, the scientists. People believe this, some more, some less, but they do believe. They are fearful of these powerful new gods, and the fictional image of the mad scientist reflects a popular feeling. A god with total power and total purpose is rather a terrifying figure to many individuals. But however fearful they are of this new maker, people are entranced by his new creation, this brave new world promised by science. A politician of the New Order spoke of this faith and its results as, quote, "the revolution of rising expectations," end quote. The phrase is an apt one. There is all over the world a revolution of rising expectations. When a workless, deathless world of peace and plenty is held to be within reach, the peoples will be satisfied with nothing less, and they will turn on, rend, and trample underfoot those who give them less. Revolutionary discontent has become the order of the day. When men are taught to expect the life of the gods, they will not settle for the lot of man. When men believe that all things are attainable, they will accept nothing less. The result is a worldwide revolutionary dissatisfaction and discontent. Foreign aid can feed the unhappy masses and provide them at times with more than they have known before, but man is now beyond happiness because the revolution of rising expectations has made man insatiable. This new revolution therefore ensures a greater revolution. It ensures the collapse of all property and all law as it teaches men to despise the riches of the present for the promises of the future. A brilliant scientist who spent all his working years in charge of highly classified research found himself troubled by the total experimentation of contemporary science, but he totally rejected the alternative of Christian faith. He believed in nothing but his science, and he feared it. Not too long before his untimely and almost suicidal death, he said bitterly, "If the people knew the kinds of things we are doing and planning with their tax money, they would take all scientists, line them up against a wall, and shoot them." End quote. He was wrong. The people would only ask for bigger grants to most projects. Any price would be worthwhile to gain the envisioned paradise of this new mythology. There would be momentary shock at some objectives, but the outcry would only be by way of atonement for basic consent. Let paradise come. But the revolution of rising expectations can only culminate in the horror of disillusion, anarchy, and disaster. Then the self-righteous and consenting masses will cry for vengeance, forgetting that they too will be the objects of that vengeance. Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it. Psalm 127, verse 1. Since the rebuilding must be done, now is the time to begin Christian reconstruction.